Ahoy, mateys. Sound check, visual check. I'll show you where I'm at in a minute. Let me see if I can get some power in here. I am in. I was going to tell Kyle we're going to do his thing here in a minute. Let's see, banners. Where's chat? Oh, right there. Can't see the chat. But I know Kyle's here. Carol's here. Welcome aboard. And she can't wait for me. You're wonderful, Carol. You make me feel good. Because I am lonely. All right. Kyle, do you recognize this brand of key? Sometimes it doesn't want to turn. There, it's turning now. Or can you tell by the noise of the engine? Oh, I am in Allendale. We were about to do Kyle's winning ticket. How come it's not showing up? Because it's got too much green on it, that's why. Anyways, I got a cash word here for Kyle. He correctly guessed last week. There's Indiana boy. Welcome aboard, James. He correctly guessed last week that the featured channel, which had been featured for 3 weeks in a row, was none other than Tina's The Outsider. So he was correct in guessing that. And it was rather humorous because we talked about it, surprisingly, I had talked about Tina over and over and over again because she was having the heart surgery and then she was recovering from the heart surgery and yada, yada, yada. I talked about her all the time. Meanwhile, showing, well, not this one, but the background pictures. And finally, Kyle figured it out that I was being a pirate. So more or less, being a tricky pirate. Well, it was hilarious, actually. So now we're starting fresh again with, whatever I can dream up. You never know. But we'll talk more about that. There's Maria. Welcome aboard, babe. Good to see you. Linda Barker's here. We through the course of this week, Kyle, I was shopping. That's why I had to cancel Tuesday and Wednesday. Finally got the vehicle Wednesday. And yes, it's a Chevy, Kyle. So I said you'd be proud of me. It's a Chevy. The 2004 Silverado 1500. The door says it's a 2500 with a Duramax. But the door has obviously been replaced. I got to looking at that and I thought, wait a minute. I never paid any attention to the chrome and the badges on the truck. I just needed a truck that ran. This one ran, good for A to B, and for $800, couldn't really debate that. And I didn't, of course. Don, I had to do the doggone it. And no, he's asking a fair price. But anyways, and now we're shopping for Don because he put that spark plug back into his motor that it blew out. Believe it or not, he epoxied it into the block with JB Weld. I mean, he did preparation for it and everything else. He cleaned and cleaned and cleaned. And then he put the plug in with the epoxy. He let it sit for 24 hours. He's very diligent. And then, so Thursday would have been 24 hours in the afternoon. He fired it up and he made it 2 miles before the plug blew out. So we're shopping for him for a new vehicle or a different vehicle. I think we found one, but he can't do anything on Saturdays. Okay, Nancy is aboard. Welcome aboard. Diane Phoenix. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, Susan's here too. Good to see you, Susan. This is great. Everybody's saying hi to everybody. Okay, so we're going to start off, before we get into guessing the channel, we're going to do Kyle's ticket from last week. We were supposed to do it Tuesday night. That didn't work. All right, the first letter is a J. Let me make this more comfortable. You're probably wondering where I'm at, and I'll show you that when we actually get into the live stream. Right now, the lighting is pretty good under here, and it's not raining under here. It is raining out there. Believe it or not, I'm under a canopy. Thank you, James. It's a little rusted out. It's a super cab, so it's like driving a car. But I got the short bed on the back. There's Paul, not Paul, it's Fred. I always confuse them because they're both bald headed, but Fred's the boss here where I'm at. And I may have gotten some work for tomorrow, which would be cool. Anyway, Lily T, welcome aboard. See, I'm getting sidetracked because I'm looking around and looking at things. Okay, J's. We're looking for J's. Anyways, it's a 1500 Silverado 2004. It's got all the bells and whistles that you can think of. It's a super cab. It's got the short bed, but I do believe it's got a cap on it right now. I do believe that the La Fortuna, the camper, will fit on here. Should not be a problem. And if it doesn't fit, leave the tailgate open, then it'll fit. I do not see any J's. That doesn't mean there isn't one. I just haven't seen it. Okay, next letter. Now, nobody has to make sentences or anything. There's an H in hair. Richland has an H. Hair and Richland. Okay. Any more H's? Who and Hornet share an H. A Hornet named Who and Hem. And that looks like it's it for H's. Did you buy a Chevy too, Diane? Peaches and freeze up here. It's 47 under the canopy. It was 43 when I pulled in. It was 41 at the cottage when I woke up this morning. What is the letter? There is no letter, Lily. This is you're thinking of Wednesday nights. This is Guess the Channel Day, but we started early so that we can do Kyle's winning ticket from last Saturday. It was kind of late in the show when he guessed it, and when he guessed the winning channel, which was Tina's The Outsider. Somebody wants to put up her link. That's cool. I sent her a joke last night, but she hasn't answered. It's one of those jokes you have to answer, but hopefully she's all good. She did go. She told me a couple of days ago she actually went and drove her van to somewhere, Walmart, I think. She's taking it slow, but you know how she is with ants in her pants. Anyways, yeah, Wednesday nights are letter nights and making sentences nights, Lily. So today is Guess the Channel Day, and like I said, Kyle won last week. And as said, if somebody can put the link up for Tina's The Outsider, I'll throw it up on the screen. Okay, our next letter for Kyle's winning ticket, let's hope it's a winning ticket, is K. There's a K in Lake, the K in Kind, and it's spelled Kinde. So is that Kinda? Kinda? I'm just going to say it's Kind. All right, K kind of sounds like a German thing. K, or Dutch. K, there's a K in Knit, and that is in puzzle 2, and it is a mystery key word. Could be not, could be knit. Anyways, the third letter is a mystery key. Mystery keys are always at least worth at least $5. All right, next, the fourth letter is a W. Ripped into the mail that has had me in pieces, told him he's not a man but a monster. Uh-oh. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You know, and Bob and Sue were into it this morning too on the live stream. I don't know. I'm not going to get into it, Diane, but you do what you feel is right, and that's all right by me. 2003 for sale. I love diesels. This one's got a door from a diesel, a Duramax. I would love it, Indiana boy, but I bet yours, because it's a Southern truck and it's diesel, is worth a heck of a lot more than $800 what I paid for this, 2004. There, thank you, Linda. Put her link up on the screen. All right. W, we're looking for W's. Thank you, Linda. We'll leave that up for a while to honor Tina and Kyle for guessing it was Tina. There's a W in wine and who. Oh, excuse me. I had a donut. I stopped in Coopersville on my way here and grabbed a nice, fresh, warm apple fritter. And of course, now I'm belching it. Okay, letter number 5 is a D. Richland has a D. Excuse me. Lazy fart took the elevator. Yonder. Oxidize. Kind. K-A-N-D-E. Kind. Let's see here. Oh my gosh, there goes Maria. I wish I could turn the camera. I won't be able to do it quick enough. Yeah, Maria, there's a chick that just walked out of the gas station, got your hairstyle, your build. I know it wasn't you. It was. I apologize for not blowing a horn. It was a pretty girl. Like you. Okay. D. Yes, I am in Allendale at the Marathon station. I'm parked underneath the canopy by a pump that's not working. I can park here. Diane, Tina. Yeah, she did put out Instagram a couple days ago. She went to hell. I've been to hell twice. She's been there about twice or 3 times now. I'm surprised she doesn't go there every day because she doesn't live far from hell. I'd say hell's about 20 miles away from her, maybe 25. So it could be a daily destination. Gobi, welcome aboard. Yes, you do. I guess they're big, giant bulb. Yeah, Maria. I don't know. Doppelgangers. Yeah. Gotta take Tucker for a ride. Okay. Thank you, James. Appreciate it. Hi, Tucker. I'm waving at Tucker. Must be a lot of funny looking chicks out there. That's cute. That's cute, Maria. Oh. In the eyes of a beholder is where it's at. The next letter is a Y. Yonder has a Y. And Argyle. God, does anybody wear Argyle socks anymore? I remember having those as I was a kid. There's an I in ivory, and that happens to be puzzle 1 mystery keyword. All right. Puzzle 2, does it have any Y's? Yes, Ypsilanti. Or James would say, wait a minute, doesn't that have another name? Yes, it does. Ipsy Tucker. That is the nickname for Ypsilanti, is also known as Ipsy Tucker. Now, why? Because way back, I think it was probably in the late 30s, possibly early 40s. I'd have to go back on the history. I'm laughing at Maria. But back in history, back in the 40s, 30s, whatever, General Motors plant in Ypsilanti hired a lot of available factory workers, and a good portion of them, like 80% of them, were from Kentucky. They moved up here to Ann Arbor, Ypsilanti area. That's over also by where Tina lives. Near hell. And so because they were Tuckers from Kentucky, they nicknamed the town Ipsy Tucker. West Haven always and forever. I know you. Welcome aboard. Haven't seen you in a while. Okay. Maria says she has Argyle socks and an Argyle sweater. Well, you're quite throwback. Kobe says, yuck, I was hoping it'd be warmer and sunshine. Yeah, me too. I would send you some if I had some, Kobe. I'd be happy to. As it stands right now, well, now my temperature keeps rising. I don't know. Is that because I'm sitting still with the engine running? That's probably why. It was 43 when I pulled in here, and I don't think it's warmed up any. In fact, I heard today on the radio on my way here, the high was going to be like 47. Oh, and Maria and Kyle can correct me because they can listen to a radio right now. I can't. Nancy says it's going to be 70, and you're in Kentucky, right? You're a Ipsy Tucker person? No, you're a Tucker Ipsy. Whatever. Georgianne, welcome aboard. We're doing Kyle's ticket from last week because we didn't do it Tuesday night and we didn't do it Wednesday night because I didn't go live on those 2 nights. Okay, I think we're done with Y's for a minute. Next letter is a U. There's a U in tub. A hot tub sounds kind of good right now. We could go up to, what is that called? Oasis on Alpine. I bet Maria and Kyle have been there. All right, that was it for U's. There wasn't hardly any. T is our next, which stands for traveling on adventures. Welcome aboard. Yeah. Yeah. I woke up, I slept pretty good. I actually did. I didn't wake up with a backache today. And another thing, I think the Chevy actually sits better, whereas the Ford, it hurt me. I never could get comfortable in the Ford. But this is like sitting in a Cadillac. It's luxurious. Okay, there was a T in tub. There's 2 T's in confetti. I know there's a T in Ypsilanti. We'll get there in a minute. Allocate. Hornet. Vacant. Ypsilanti. Crate and pianist. I didn't say P, I said pianist. Weight has a T, and so does knit, knot, or whatever. That's a mystery keyword. We only need the N to have spelled that. Should I check my phone? That's probably just another YouTube post. You got a hotel room once with a hot tub in it. You know what, Maria? I had the same thing happen to me, only in reverse. We were at Soaring Eagle, and this is when, was early on, when she could still get around without a wheelchair, and she wasn't on oxygen. She still had issues with pain, but I think it was before she had the neck surgery even. And before she had the pin put in her back. I forget what L, whatever. She's got metal in her back, metal in her neck. Well, anyways, we were at Soaring Eagle gambling, and it got to where, okay, it's time. We're tired. So went to get a room. Original thought was to come back home, but now we went inside to get a room. Well, it was like a Friday or Saturday night. They were booked out. I said, you don't even have one of the more expensive suites? Oh yeah, we have the honeymoon suite. I said, how much? And they told me, and I about choked them. And I said, you know what? I'm not driving home. We'll take it. So we got the honeymoon suite. It was cool. It was really nice. I had like 4 TVs in it in the kitchen, and oh my goodness, a huge, probably a California king bed, and then this monster bathroom with a hot tub. And I said, hot tub time, Holly, come on. It's okay. When I got the hot tub ready, and I got in, and I said, you coming, Holly? No answer. Yeah. Such is life. And watch true crime shows. So you're learning how to do away with this, aren't you, Maria? Let's see, was it this station? No, it's one in Spring Lakes, a little further west of me. Lady that worked there, this is last, was it Halloween? No. It was Valentine's Day. And she had little Valentines around the store that she made herself. The one I remember, roses are red, ultraviolet is blue. They'll never find you. Oh, I watch True Crime. That's what. Roses are red, ultraviolet is blue. I watch True Crimes. They'll never find you. Okay. Next letter, which is letter number 9. Were we going to get through this before 12? No, because it's 12:08. All right. Kyle saying, get on with it already. Give me the money. We have F. We have F in beef. Diane knows all about beefing. We have F in fork. Yes, it's spelled fork. F-O-R-K. F. Any more F's? Nope. Excuse me. Next is an O. Lazy fart took the elevator again. No, I'm not going to check the phone yet. Confetti. Fork. Ivory is in the mystery keyword. You need an I and an R for that one. Who is spelled now? We need 2 more to be spelled in puzzle 2 to get $5 at least. They don't tell you how much you're going to get up until when you get to 6 words, they start telling you what you can win. Otherwise, they're covered. You don't know what you could win for matching 3, 4, or 5. There's 2 O's in the word spoon. And I think allocate has an O. That looks to be it for O's. Oh, ego. Diane knows all about that. I'm being bad. All right. Bashing somebody I don't even know. Not you. Not you, Diane. I'm just going along with you. Okay, we're looking for M. Salami. Excuse me. Before I go too much further, now I'm going to stop right here. We'll do letter number 12 in a minute. For those of you who may not know, Lola of Lollapalooza fame, Lost on Land Again fame, she has passed away. I believe Wednesday or Thursday, she succumbed to the cancer that she was suffering from secretly. Blind Views announced it Thursday night. Yeah, she had had it for some time. And people kept saying, how come? Where's Lola? Da, 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 da. And Blind Views, she didn't want the news to be put out there ahead of time. Just wanted to die peacefully, and she did. So that's the news. We will miss Lola extremely much. I'm starting to tear up. I've never met her personally, but I know people who have. And by all accounts, she was one wonderful lady. So rest in peace, Lola. All right. We did the M's. Letter number 12 is an X. There's X and oxidize. There's an X. That's it for X's. William, welcome aboard. I thought you were on your way to the hospital. Or are you watching from the hospital? I forget that people can go on their phones. They don't have to be on their computers. The next letter is an L. Richland. And I was glad to hear this morning when you were at Bob and Sue's that your mom is getting better. Okay, L in Richland, L in Lee, and libertarian. No, librarian. Lake Argyle. Salami. Oh, it's not Tuesday. Why are we talking about salami? All right. Allocate. There's two L's. Alert. Seems to me when we get down to Ypsilanti, there's an L. I'm trying to spell Ypsilanti in my head, I guess. Okay, that's it. There's a T that we missed in neat. But I think that's it for the L's as well. Next is a C. Well, Mom is at home. Good. Thank you, Bill or William. Yes, prayers for Lola and her family. I'm going to put that up there because I'm sure Vicky and the rest of the people, her daughter, what's her daughter's name? Elisa? The one that's a super athlete and does, hiking on the Appalachian trails and all that stuff. All right. Letter C, Richland and confetti. Casnovia. I know where that is. In fact, this Chevy that I'm driving is from Casnovia. Allocate. Or anyways, the previous owner lived in Casnovia. I did not buy it directly from the previous owner. I bought it from a guy who fixes trucks. And who knows, I keep him on my Rolodex to see and crate. Yeah, he specializes in fixing up pickup trucks. That's good to know. And he knows a couple people that I know who are bikers. V. Looking for V's. And I'm not seeing any. Oh, there is vacant as a V. Wave and Casnovia. And my nose is running. It's really surprising. You know, the engine's running. This thing is quiet as a church. It's hard to know that it's running. There's no vibration. No noise. The only reason I knew it's running because there's a tiny bit of heat coming out. And that's probably why the temperature's gone up in here. But anyway, the fan does not work for the heating and air conditioning, but it is just the fan because I know there is some heat coming out, just barely, you know, just by gravity. I have not tried the air conditioner yet. I did try the cruise control on the way here. It works beautiful. This thing doesn't seem to take a lot of gas like the Ford or even the Dodge. And I think it's rated at like 17 combined. I don't know. And most of my driving is kind of like highway speeds. I'm usually running 55 or 60 on secondary roads. Oh, Diane's going to be right back. We missed you already, Diane. Hurry back. Take your time, but hurry back. All right. Letter number 16 is a P. I went before we started the live stream. Don't worry. Oh, Ypsilanti and Spoon and Pianist. All right. Next letter is an S. And I know we have a couple of those. SS Salami. Casnovia. Spoon. Ypsilanti. Pianist. And Iris. Yeah, she was a sweetheart. I haven't heard from her since high school. I know she married Jim Nesbergen. That's all I know. Richland. And she was raising dogs in Colorado. This was way back, not long after high school. Here, Richland, librarian, has a couple eyes. Ivory, which is a mystery key, we just need the R now, has an eye. Oxidized has two eyes. Confetti. Wine. Kind or kinda. 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 Kind. Air. Guess what town has an eye in it? Has two of them. Iris. No. Iris is not a town, but Ypsilanti is. Has two eyes. Wait has an eye. Iris has two eyes. Pianist has two eyes. Hey, we're getting there. We have two letters left. The N would be wonderful, but I don't think it's going to be. It's going to be a Q. I kind of could tell just because it was slightly scratched at the top. No Q's. Okay, last letter. Let's make it an N. Or an R. N or R. And it's an E. Well, E might be lucky. Let's see. Beef has two. Lee has two. And Lee is a spelled word now. We didn't have any B's, I don't think. But Lee is in puzzle one. Argyle has an E. Confetti has an E. Oxidize in a lake. Kind and wine, but no ends. Okay, we're gonna have to do a double check on this just to make sure. Finding more E's. Runner, ear, wave, hem, hornet, crate. Yeah, we sure needed an E. Neat. All right, let's just do a double check because I'm not seeing any matches. Argyle, was there any A's, R's, or G's? No. Tub, no B's. Beef, no B's. Richland needed A, an N, and an R. Yonder, there's an O that we missed, but we don't have the N or the R. Ego, we needed a G, we don't have a G. Ebb, we needed a couple B's, no B's. Salami, couple A's, no, don't have them. Oxidize, there's no Z. Librarians, might as well forget it. Penny, there's an E that we missed, but we don't have the two N's. Vacant, nope. Alert, there's an E that we missed, but not enough. What is that noise? Don't know what it is. I'm not overheating, so that's good. Sorry, Maria. Must be my list. It said peanut. Peanut. You hold your tongue, you say, my daddy works in the shipyard where there are lots of apples. Just hold your tongue and say it. There's an O in hornet that we missed. Not good enough. There's an M that we missed in him. So we had two words on puzzle number 2. We had him and who. See if we missed any more. I'm not seeing any. M's, A's, N's. Nope. Closest we came was 2 words on puzzle number 2. I'm sorry, Kyle. Better luck next time. Ahoy, Naj LaRue, Ruqui. Not Ruqui. Permission granted. Welcome aboard. Long time. So, let me show you the view from here. Oh. See, I'm at a defunct pump. Uh-oh. You can't see it because of the background. Let me change that. Fred told me to tell everyone here how nice his gas station is. And then he complimented me again. Thanks to me. Actually, this is a very nice gas station in the first place. But number 2, it definitely needed help when I started here. Oh gosh, I think it was March. There was still snow on the ground when I started here. First thing I did was the windows. And they could use it again. It's difficult to do because you got the propane cages in the way. And that where it says cold beer, that window is so filthy on the inside because I can't get to it because of the pop coolers. And the pop coolers are not on casters. Oh, shoot. What is that? There. Things change when I'm just moving around. Anyways, there's a pump that's out of order. That's why I'm parked here. This would be the view to the south. This would be the view to the east. And what else can I tell you? All right, let me see if I can get this back more or less behind the steering wheel and leaning up against the dash. The computer actually sits in here better than it did in the Ford, so that's a plus as well. And yes, I'm wearing clothes, damn it. But just because it says it's 55, I know it's only like 44. Fortunately, I got a little heat coming out of the vents. I did get wet earlier because I had to get gas in Sparta. And it was downpouring. And I just got wet. And I still feel wet. Jill's here. Welcome aboard, hon. Excuse me. Yeah, can still see the back seat, and it's so much more room because it's like a full size car back seat. This is a super cab Chevy pickup Silverado. I mean, you know, could sleep back there if I had to. It's nice. Yeah, it's a 3-passenger back there. I don't drink, so I don't think I'll sleep back there. But yeah, it's a 2004 Chevy Silverado, Jill. Yeah, it is extended cab, short bed. And so far, the only thing that does not work is the fan for the heating and cooling. I'm pretty sure. There's a lot of room on there. I can probably find the fan and replace it, or find out if the switch isn't working. That shouldn't be terribly hard to do. Better in this than the other two vehicles. It needs a shackle on the driver's side rear spring. That's not a hard job. The shackle costs like $30 for a brand new shackle. You don't have to go to the junkyard and cut one out. I can get one handed to me. And then it's just a matter of probably having to cut some bolts out that hold the old shackle on, take it out, new bolts for the new shackle. I think there's a ball fitting that has to go in there. It's like a rubber half ball. You know, it's part of the spring mounting. So I'll have to look at that. Yeah, thanks, Nancy. I hadn't thought of checking the fuse. I've only had the truck for 3 days, and the dashboard is horrible. The dashboard's got Casnovia, probably Coopersville dust on it. Probably Ravenna dust, yeah. But it's got some toys in it. It's the first vehicle I've had in a long time. I actually have a key fob for locking and unlocking the door. And I think I can set an alarm too, maybe. But I'm not using it. I'm using a spare key, which I'm surprised that the spare key works. There's no chip in it. Maybe this model or this year vehicle for Chevy anyways didn't have to have a chip in it. Don't know, but it works just fine. Yeah, Nancy and Diane both say it could just be the fuse. Hi, Mom. So the shackle, time for an oil change according to the sticker that's up here. I get the impression that this car maybe sat for a year's time. The oil was changed on 12/30 of 2022, and the mileage was 253,655, and we are at 253,8 something now. So yeah, definitely have to get the oil changed now. Yes, I think those doll houses, if you want to call them that, are amazing. Absolutely amazing. All right, we'll check the phone. I said we would do that when we actually got onto the live here. I may actually end this just a little early. That way it gives me time to set up for tonight's show. Okay, nothing's on chat, so nothing important. Yeah, well, you didn't tell Mom that you were showing off the houses on your YouTube videos? She's going, oh my, I can just hear her. I don't think there's anything else that I've not checked out. Oh, key. The key does not open and close the door. I can't lock and unlock the door with a key. I thought, oh, that's just on the driver's side, because the driver's side door has obviously been replaced because it says 2500 Duramax on the door on the chrome. Well, it's not. It's a Vortec. I think it's a 5.4, 5.6 maybe Vortec engine, and it's a 1500. That much I do know. It's not a 2500 Duramax. This thing sets low enough to the ground, you think you're in a car. It's because it's two-wheel drive. It's, you know, I'm not climbing up. But anyway, it rides nice, even with a broken spring. 5.3. Thank you, Kyle. I've heard bad things about Vortex, but I don't think this is one of them that has the bad Vortex. I mean, when you look at it, it's got 250,000 miles on it, and it runs beautiful. Cross my fingers. What could go wrong? I'm just happy with it. I think this will be my last till next year truck. Hopefully we'll see South Carolina. Hopefully we'll get to Texas, and we'll get to Tucson. And at some point in time, I think Georgianne and Michelle and whoever else, they're going to hook up, and we're going to, I think it's in February. Maybe you can go to this too, Joe. So meet up Ironwood, and it's in Arizona. I don't know exactly where, but it's Ironwood. Marshall Schatzer, I can't remember. Everybody knows who Marshall is. Anyways, on his Facebook page, I think there's more information about it, but there is a meet up in Ironwood, Arizona 2024. And with any luck, I'll be there. I bet I won't stay in Arizona for all that long. I'm sure I'll wander back to Tucson for obvious reasons, but I want to try to catch some of the Gulf Coast, like lower Texas along the Gulf. That place that boondocking with Dennis goes to, or he's there all the time. Port of Arkansas or Port of Arkansas, I think, or Port of Uranus. I don't know what it's called. Oh, thank you, Maria. Yeah, I'm happy with it so far. I'm not hot rodding it or anything like that, but with all this space, I'll be able to take more gear with me for extended trip. I can put more clothing, the work clothes. There should be room for my mini kilts and my Daisy Dukes. Yeah, whatever. And tools. Because I do carry more tools than maybe the average guy. Both carpentry and mechanical, sockets and things like that. I haven't looked under here to see if there's a spare tire underneath it, but if there isn't, there will be. if that carriage works. If it don't, well, then maybe the spare tire will go up on top of the camper, or possibly on the roof or on the front bumper. It'll go somewhere. And as said, I'm happy. Tires are in decent shape. Probably before I would take a trip, I'd probably replace at least the front tires. But they've got enough tread on them right now. What else can I say about it? I'm just happy. Yeah, it should fit on it, Nancy, and still be able to close the tailgate. If not, then the tailgate will stay open. And I'll build a little enclosure or something, even if it's only temporary, to keep the weather from getting in the sides of the bed around the camper. And I'll film it, of course. I'll have it documented. I haven't even been in the glove compartment. Yay. There is a book. It's even got the bow tie on it. It says 2004 Silverado. Yay. Maybe now I can figure out some of these gizmos. That was the only thing in there, believe it or not. Usually you open up a glove compartment on a used car like this that you bought off a farmer, and it's got so much shit in there. There are some pennies in one of the cup holders. The center console has, I love the center console top. It's got an indentation. My phone can sit there and some other shit can sit there. And if I have a fast stop, it doesn't go flying off onto the floor like it did in the Ford or the Dodge, same way. There's an indentation. So, yeah, I can rock and roll, Carol. Come find you. So that's a plus. And the computer thing, how I'm using it right now, I'm not worried about the computer falling. I just tilted the wheel back a little bit, plenty of room. Screen's, it's almost straight, almost vertical for the computer. Oh, thank you, Timmy. They're my daddy? Okay. Oh, hey, people at the racetrack. Welcome aboard. I wouldn't doubt I'm on channel 72 as well in Mississippi, maybe. I did try out the cruise control this morning. I mentioned that earlier, and it works. So, power windows all work. Door lock works. The power mirrors work. The electric seats work. You know, ooh, that felt good. I don't know if there is one on the passenger side. I did see somewhere where it's driver 1, driver 2. Well, there's only one driver, at least for now. Okay, traveling on adventures. The boss beckoning me. Take care. Have a great weekend. You too. Thank you for coming aboard. We'll be back on at 6 p.m. tonight. Maybe you can come back if the boss will let you bring her with you. There's no broken windows. I mean, everything is intact. I do see that there's some tape holding the driver's side, what do you call it, a bezel that holds the headlight and stuff in. Maybe that's just a matter of broken posts. Maybe it's a matter of, I don't know, maybe the junkyard replaced the bezel. I drove it at night. The first night I had it was Thursday night, and no, Wednesday night, and drove home after dark. And I tell you what, back roads, of course, When I turned on the bright lights, holy cow, they definitely work. It lit up the outdoors like aircraft landing lights almost. If you see it rocking, don't bother knocking. Or don't. Yeah, okay, I got you. Huge big TV, 90 dirt track drivers watching. I'm happy. That makes me happy, Timmy. Are you going to race today and do a live stream? Thank you, Carol. Well, I don't know if I deserve it or not, but I definitely needed A to B transportation because, like, I'm at work right now. When I get out of here, I punch in right here at the gas station. I'll be working a 4-hour shift. I'll be done about 5:15, and then they'll set up for the live at 6. Or at least I'll have a little time for, a break, a little supper. I know one of the workers here wanted to go to the embassy, but I'm a little broke this week. So the embassy is off my plate tonight. I'd love it to go there again like we did last weekend, but I'm going to have to rain check it, so to speak, and we'll see what happens next weekend, next Saturday. Maybe we'll go in costume. I know Maria probably still has her wig. Timmy's not sure. Okay. I understand, Timmy. Back in the day before I started regularly doing live streams, I wasn't sure. I didn't know what I was doing, for one. Number two, I was actually a little bit shy, a little nervous. Now it doesn't bother me. 4 people, 40 people, 400 people, 4,000 people. I don't care. I'll just be me. And I know not everybody cares about me, and that's fine too. Oh, you're going to get to eat with Mom. That is cool, William. Well, Carol, my motto is I work hard and I play hard. I work a lot, probably a lot more than I should be, but on the other hand, I need the money. There are some goals. Plus, I need to get my emergency fund built up. As it stands right now, my monthly expenses, if I stick to my budget, I'm fine. And that includes traveling money. And then the other bills that are always there are always going to be still on the budget. Hopefully, maybe, unless my nephew comes and stays at the cottage this year. If he doesn't, well, then I'm going to shut it down. So then the electric bill will be minimal, because even the water pump won't be running. I will drain the pipes. And the gas, I turn that off. I will not heat the house. Everything be shut down, locked up. And there's enough neighbors around there to keep an eye on things that, I don't think I have to install a security system. So I am changing the locks, however. I am going to rekey the locks so that, I don't know, I just feel like I should. In other words, if somebody is going to want to get inside, they're going to have a key. Well, who's going to have a key? Me. I'm not sure who else. Yeah, you're right, Carol. But I do have fun. I have fun at work. I can't sit there and nose to the grindstone, work, and not interact with people. And a lot of times I'll be really concentrating on something, and all of a sudden something will hit me funny, and I got to get up. And I don't care if you're a customer or you're another worker, you're going to hear it. Carl Patrick said hello. Wow. Why do I wear the cap and the fake hair? Well, here's why. Does that explain anything? I'm vain. I got to cover up the bald spot. And I like long hair. I like no clothing, but I'm cold today, so I'm having to wear clothing. Damn it. And as far as the hair is concerned, black is my natural color. So I let my hair go back to black. I was getting tired of dyeing it gray every month. I didn't see any sense in that. So I'll just let it go back. Just checking. Well, in certain situations, Carol, I can always lie and say I rubbed it off on the headboard. Remember, you're the one that was saying something about rocking and knocking. Well, back at you, babe. Oh. So we're about caught up on the news. Oh, I should probably put the background back up. Forgot. I actually have two of them for the featured channel so far. I'll probably take a few more later. This one I use for the thumbnail. Nancy's laughing. Yeah, Carol knew it was coming. Okay. I'm glad you have me figured out. That way I don't surprise you too terrible or you run away. That would be even worse yet. Well, speaking of running away, we're down to 6 in the house. Maria's going, Maria's trying to play innocent. I know most of you don't know Maria, big giant bulb, but I do. She can play innocent all day long, and it means nothing. Something happened to BB3. Yeah. I remember that too. But yeah, I'm trying to remember. I know that everybody showed up, and I forget how that went down. Anyways, last I knew, BB3 is still alive. She doesn't have the best of health, but she is alive. And the other deal with that murder mystery, haunted history, she's not been broadcasting lately. So I think she'll be back. I hope that she will. We had a lot of fun. Never did do episode 2 of the Captain and Irene, although that second skit is written. Just gotta either do it with her or maybe I'll do it with Maria or somebody. I'm thinking big innocent angel. Yes, I'm thinking Maria, because Maria and I, when we sing together and when we joke around, we bounce off each other quite well. So I think if she and I were to do the second chapter of the Captain Irene, or maybe we could do both chapters. It doesn't have to be limited to BB3's channel. Not everyone has heard the Captain and Irene, so maybe I'll find both scripts and we'll do we'll figure it out. We'll do a little skit or two live. It might be fun. What else? What else can we talk about today? I've got some, I don't have any money tonight, but I will get paid by the time these auctions come up. I love the corner store. You get the advertising for the auctions. That doesn't mean that I won't be working when they're on. Then doesn't mean that I won't be working. Or, well, you know what I mean. Will I get to go to any of these? Maybe. Maybe. This one's at noon on Thursday. Not far from here, Conklin. This one's in Rockford. That's even closer to my home. And that's at 12 p.m. on a Thursday. Not the same Thursday. Got November 2, November 9th, and October 28th. That's next week, Saturday. Next week, Saturday, 10 a.m. I don't think I'll make that one. But you know one, that's the one that's farthest away. It's in Bitely. Not Bite Me, Bitely. Bitely. Why would we bite Lee? What has she done? You haven't heard of it? Okay, I will. I will, Maria. I can't right now. I'll have to dig into the shit tonight and find it. I'll send you the script so that you can practice the Irene part. Dawn, our BB3, she did a good job. But I could use a little more inflection. Yeah, I'll let you read them over. You tell me what you think. They're a little, they might have to be a live stream on Tuesday. They're a little on the raw side. Not bad. I mean, does anyone remember John? Was it John and Mary? Yeah, John and Mary. The Bickersons. This is back in the 40s and 50s, a radio show. Yeah, there was no visual. It was a radio show. And it was called The Bickersons. It was about a married couple, and they just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I mean, just like he's laying in the garage under the car, working on the car, and her wonderful cat comes along, Fluffy, and a beautiful white cat. Cat gets under the car, and he's like, "Hi, Fluffy." His hands are all greasy. I mean, but you got to visualize it because there was no, yeah, it was just a radio show. You had to listen to it. Shh, Carl. Where is Carl? Oh, you're using Timmy's phone. Why do you give Timmy Ray the King over $100? Because he deserves it, but not the other YouTubers like Carol and Nancy. I haven't given Timmy Ray anything more than he won, and he donated his last winnings back to the channel. I think his first time he won was $15. I sent him a money order. And then this next time, I think he won 10, and I offered to send him a money order, but he never got back to me. So at some point, I may have screwed up, but I thought, oh, he wants the $10 donated back to the channel. So the next two shows were sponsored by Timmy Ray. Because that's what happens when somebody just says, keep the money. Then I at least try to mention that and honor them for their donation back to the channel. It kind of keeps the channel rolling. Susan's back, went for a ride. Keith Bannister, wow. Oh, wow. Then we'll have Indiana and Indiana Boy. I love Keith and Indiana. They are fantastic. Of course, I don't call Indiana Indiana. I call her Giggles. I think you remember that. Because when she starts laughing, oh my God. Me and quite a few other people are on the ground laughing because she giggles incredibly. Oh, Susan is here. I was just talking about the Bickersons here. You remember that radio show, Susan? The Bickersons, John and Mary? You and Bob are reminding me of that show. you had a little bickering going on. And when I said something about a storm, I didn't mean you guys. But, I'm trying to do it on the phone. But on the computer was my white noise. I listened to different sleep meditation music. And, well, this one that I really like is the thunderstorm. Rain and thunderstorm. And it puts me right to sleep. But it is meditative. And there's some subliminal in there, too. Anyways, I didn't want to turn that off, but I wanted to watch you guys at the same time. So fine, I'll watch you guys on my phone because Tina wasn't calling me. So I watch you. Watch Bob crash plane. Yeah, that was kind of fun. I enjoyed that. I don't think well, maybe other people do live streams with. No, I think Bob's the only one that does a live stream on simulators. I think he's the only one I know. No, I know other guys that, oh man, there's so many simulator type games out there. They show jumbo jets and they show all kinds of weird shit. But they video it and then put it out there on YouTube. So Bob's the only one that does live, as far as I know. So what you see is what you're going to get, including the bickering. We love you. Love you both, Bob and Sue. You guys are wonderful. Oh my gosh, it's 3 minutes. It's about time I should end this and get ready for work and plus put up the thumbnails for tonight's show. I'll pick a title too. You're welcome, Sue. So I think Maria and I are going to be possibly doing the Bickersons ourselves. Well, it's not called the Bickersons. It's modeled after the Bickersons radio show. It's called The Captain and Irene. And it's a couple from Las Vegas. They live in Las Vegas. And it's set in modern times. So not back in the 40s or 50s. But in today's world, which some days I'm happy and other days I'm worried. Carol, all right, I'll be safe. I won't fall off any ladders. I do have to get on a ladder today. Parking lot looks pretty good. I don't see too many cigarette butts. I already picked up 2 earlier when I went to use the bathroom before we went live. So that's about it. We will see you tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern. I see James messaged me on Facebook. Should I go look now? Why not? See what he says. I bet he's saying, hello, buddy. Yeah, pretty much. Uh-oh. Looks like I was buffering. Sorry, James. I'll have to answer him later. Well, buffering is better than being butted. At least I'm not being hacked today so far. All right, Nancy, we'll see you tonight. Carl Patrick, the song is about Captain Jack. Okay, thank you. Song about me? Or is it the one by Billy Joel? Anyways, fair winds and smiles. Thank you for being aboard. We'll see you tonight. And by the way, may God bless. Thank you. And the stream. How did it go?